Hi guys, it's been a long time since we've done a video, but I'm doing one today from Archive X. We're at the Archive X workshop. Take you a little look around where Guy is based. This lovely little place, Morse Craft Centre in Telford. So there's the signage. Walk in, we've got a few guys' models scattered around here. Work in progress, obviously. This is just a very work in progress area of the building, and then a bit more work in progress. This is the donor kit room. This is pretty much it's a collaboration of my donor kits, Guy's donor kits, just all sorts going on here. I've still got a lot to come from home over, but as you can see, we're not short of a few donor kits, and we've got just various things slung around. Coming through to the middle room, this is pretty much what is becoming the mucky room, so to speak. This is where all the real resin grinding and mucky stuff will be done, as we've got the vacuum rigged up there for any proxim work and heavy sanding we have to do now. Here, you guys have already seen this, but these were just the test castings done by Ed. Eddie did a fantastic job on even just the test castings here. We kind of threw this one together. This one will be put together. It will be roughly built, this one, because Guy is in touch with a packaging firm that will be, laser cutting some really tough and secure packaging for shipping these Bill George Y-Wings around. Just got various bits and bobs through this room. Some huge Boba Fett cheeks there, and if we come through here, this is the fabulous paint booth. This is like the best thing Guy's bought in forever. It's just amazing. We can just paint and, not worry about fumes. It's wonderful. Tea and coffee. You gotta have a brew. And then through to the main room. Here's Guy. But this is where we get the brunt of the work done. And yesterday, day before yesterday, we got back from Scotland to meet Eddie and his lovely wife Nicole, and we collected the Bill George Y-Wing castings, of which there are many. There's 12 sets here at the moment. Me and Guy have sat for a good part of the day today, just sorting each part into its own box, doing a rough quality check, just earmarking any parts that need just a rework. There's nothing that needs huge attention. It's just small reworking on parts where there's a little tiny bubble. We want to go for the utmost in quality on this. So anything that does need just a little bit of attention will be done, and that has been marked as so this morning. Let's take you through some of what we've got here. I mean, we've got a collection of the canopies. These are all droids, pilots and seats, and then we've got all the cockpit interiors. So we've got the rear cockpit interior bulkhead, and then all the side and front console panels, which are all accurately ID'd. What else can I show you guys? let's show you something interesting. Rig 5. We've got the rear rings here, which Ed did a fantastic job on. These were really, really fine and fiddly, but those have come out absolutely wonderful. Really happy with that. He left that membrane on the ring just to stop any warpage, so everything has worked out beautifully on those. Again, there is the odd spot to fill. I mean, for instance, there. So that will be Magi-Sculpt and sanded in to just keep everything on an even keel quality wise. Okay, top hole plates. These again, considering the mammoth task I gave Ed to actually resin cast these have come out absolutely wonderfully. There's the odd bit that needs just a tiny bit of attention, but overall super happy with those. There's just the odd couple that just need just a little bit of filler work just to get them perfect. These are obviously braced inside, so there's no warpage or collapse of those. And what else have we got? We've got the rear ends, and this is basically, yeah, the rear end that we'll plug onto our main holes. And it's got an X on it. X notes needs attention, and it needs attention there. So those two parts there, those will be replaced. We've actually got the mould for those, so those will all be removed from the original and replaced with a new part. That part, it really, yeah, they gave him a hard time. That tiny little Jeopard part on the top was very, very tricky. So instead of trying to clean those up, we decided to just shave that part off and replace it. It'd just be, sorry, I'm going to shake you guys around now. It'd just be a damn sight easier just to replace that entire part. Going into some of the more intricate parts, I suppose, like the Canopy Guns, and these are pretty damn intricate, but there we go. That's the inside, well, the outside of the gun as it appears on the model, and then, oh sorry, no, the inside of the gun as it appears on the model, sorry, and that's the outside of the gun as it appears on the model, and that is in fact two kit parts there. The other Canon has an additional kit part added after resin casting, because it would have been too tricky to mould in, but the guns, they have come out absolutely beautifully. Again, a huge thanks to Ed. He really is very talented in what he does. I mean, if I'd have received this, I did say to Guy earlier, if I'd have received this as a garage kit, I'd be absolutely just over the moon. Whoops. I'd be absolutely stunned with it. Here we go on the neck sides. As we know, these are scratch built and donor kit parts. I mean, obviously we know the originals from the Tamiya 232, but Bill George scratch built this to emulate the 8-rad, the 232, and then detailed it with various kit parts. These we saw for the first time when we went up to see Ed, because they were something of a concern due to the pinch point there, where Ed actually used a really low shore rubber, so it was super soft, so it would pull out the mould, and they've come up absolutely wonderful. Those were the only thing that kind of did concern me build-wise, but they've come out super. Panther butt plates, again, come out absolutely lovely. So that about covers... what else we got here? Main neck. So take out the main necks. Forgive me, I'm kind of running out of room on this bench. If I take the main neck out, now this is almost what you call the front hull. It's the neck, but it's the front of the hull. So you've got your donor parts, the plating, donor parts on top, droid box, and then, for instance, that would pop on there, like so. You have to forgive me, I've only got one hand, but yeah, that's going to work out really nice. So really happy with that. Me and Guy were, yeah, super impressed with how this has all come out so far. The only area that needs just a little bit of work is on the main cockpit modules, which is nothing that I'm not accustomed to, so that's easy enough clean up work. But excuse me, other than that, every casting that we've got now is a really easy piece to work on, really easy to clean up. So it'll just make my job in building easier. Guy's going to be chiming in with some of that as well. As I'm sure I'll be jumping into some of the really basic stuff on paintwork, maybe some masking up or something. You know, it's going to be a team effort. One thing I did want to show you. These are the mounting rods that are made, and we've gone for a what length were the mounting rods, Guy?
12-inch.
Okay, so yeah, we've gone for a 12-inch mounting rod as opposed to I think when we originally showed the master patterns and the first test castings, I think we were using a 6 to 7-inch mount. So we've gone a lot higher now. The model will be way more elevated, so which it does help because it's quite lovely from the underside. So you guys will be able to see that a lot better. And then this was a really cool idea by Guy, where the mount rod actually inserts into the main hull. We've got this alloy pip which removes, but these will be thread locked into there. Now what that's there for is when the lower rod is bolted into the display base, the model won't rotate. And who did them again? Guy, was it Mike Reeder?
Yeah.
Mike Reeder in Canada. He made them. He machined up the mounting rods for us and made us this wonderful little tool, which Guy actually tested on the test castings. He dropped this into the hull, pilot drill that, and then this section of the mount rod slips straight in. It's even chamfered at the edge there, so there's just no resistance. It'll just drop on the mount rod nice and neat, and won't rotate around. Literally, once the models, once the customer actually bolts this down and aligns it, he'll set its direction, and then it won't go spinning round, because you know these are going to have considerable weight to them. The last thing you want to do is knock any part of it and it spins into your display cabinet or whatnot. I think that about covers much of the Y-wing. Was there anything you wanted to add to the Y-wing, Guy?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Was there anything you wanted to add to the Y-wing? I think
it'll take months.
Yeah, it's going to take months. It's going to take a long time.
It's going to take months.
Are you looking forward to painting 19 of them?
Yeah. No, I am actually.
Yeah.
Because it's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next week, middle of next week, I'm going to start formulating the group email to people who've shown interest regarding payment and how and why and what and when.
Yeah.
Because we are starting these pretty much next week.
Yeah, I'm working on a Starship Troopers Arachnid. That's flying along at the moment, but it really is. It's going to be all systems go on Y-wings really imminently. Really, I mean, work
next
is
week.
Well, work's going to begin this week. We'll be taking some parts home for cleanup.
Yeah.
So this week some cleanup work's going to be started on what parts I need to take home, and just start getting into the intricate parts of just making everything look even. You know, there's total parity between them. Any minor air bubble is filled, cleaned up, anything like that. We obviously want to, this is the Archive X BG Y-wing, Bill George Y-wing, so we obviously want it to be, very, very high in quality. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There will be constant updates on this from here on, from the Archive X workshop. So we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.